You know how they say that long COVID is a thing, right? People have symptoms from COVID if you caught COVID, and they suffer from long COVID. I never had that problem. I think I had COVID once. My daughter had it. I wouldn't test or anything. I wasn't about all that hype. It was just like, oh shit, I got the flu. Whatever. I just treated it like a regular flu. I haven't had the flu since I was like 17. So I have this issue with my SI joint, which is your lower back, you're way down into your tailbone. I was talking to this energy guy. His name is Robert Barnes. He's actually an energy worker, an energy healer. And I want to book a session with him. So we got chatting and we were talking about stuff. And I think we were talking about, like, how did I injure my SI joint? And I was like, I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. Back in 2020, around the time where we were all out of work, and I was home. I didn't get sick around that time. I didn't get sick until like 2022 when I caught the flu. But around 2020, I was home. And one day I just got a really massive headache. I've never had the headache that I had back then. It wasn't like a thunderclap headache, like an aneurysm kind of headache. Not that I know what that feels like, but it was just a migraine that was really fucking bad. It was so bad that nothing was taking it away. And when I opened my eyes, things around me were like this. Like, I remember I had a plant up there and it was shaking like this. And I just kept looking at it like, is this for real? Like, is that real? That's how bad the headache was. And then all of a sudden, my back hurt. My lower back hurt, like a really bad back pain. It was a headache, then back pain. The headache lasted, I think, a day or two. And then I had the back pain. While talking to this healer, all of a sudden, after our conversation, I went over to my pool and I stuck my hands in the pool, and it was like I was dazed, just staring in the water. And a voice, like I had this feeling come over my body, like a blanket of water come over my body. And then this voice said, spiritual long COVID. And I was like, what? I snapped out of it and I was like, could people that are hyper aware or hypersensitive to energy be suffering from an energetic version of long COVID? Like, I've never had I've had pain and headaches and stuff like that before 2020. For the last 3 years, I have been in the worst pain, except for I started these patches 3 months ago, which took all of that away. However, I injured myself moving that big ass couch right there. And re-injured my SI joint. That really makes me so mad. But could people that are energetically sensitive to people, energy, the world around them, be suffering from an energetic long COVID? I've met so many people since 2020 that have had headaches, body ache, body pain, back pain, their stomach all jacked up, and not because they ate something bad, not because they had the flu. Could it be that those people are just so energetically sensitive that they're suffering from long COVID energetically? I don't know why that resonated with me so much. I mean, COVID didn't really mess me up like it did a lot of people. Like I wasn't forced to vaccinate. Like I didn't make that a part of my world. Like I was a rebel. I still am a rebel. I'm a pureblood. I don't fuck with that shit. I don't put that in my body. I didn't like watch the news. I didn't consume myself with that part of the world. Like it affected me, yes. But I just went with it. Like, oh, okay, you know, I was running a restaurant. I was a manager. Actually, it was a building. It was a marina, a restaurant, and lodging. And I was the manager of the whole facility. So I ran everything. I ran the marina. I was the manager of the restaurant, and I did the lodging for this place, right? So I lost my job because people weren't traveling to come over here to Western New York to fish for salmon. They couldn't because they weren't allowed to because of they weren't allowed to book to stay in hotels and stuff. People weren't going to the restaurants because the restaurants were closed. The marina was closed. So yeah, it affected me. I lost my job. Even though I was still able to go to work, like the company still paid the owners, not even the company, the owners still paid me to do like paperwork. So I was able to go to the office and do like, you know, stuff in the marina. So it affected me, but it didn't affect me. But the world around me, like going to Walmart, I didn't go down the one aisle with the arrow. I was like, I'm going to shop the way I normally shop. I didn't wear a mask. If the only time I wore a mask, and I didn't even wear a mask, I wore a shield, a face shield, is when I went to the doctors because I couldn't see my doctor for my thyroid unless I put that, you know, over my face. But other than that, I didn't mask or anything, but the world around me was crazy. I was just sick and tired of listening to everybody's bullshit about COVID. Could I have been absorbing all of that chaos energetically and it's sitting in my SI joint? Do you know where your SI joint sits? Is your root fucking chakra. What? Why does this resonate with me so much? Could I be suffering energetically from long COVID? Long COVID energetically. Whoa. Sometimes I blow my own mind. I'm like, I just wanted to share that with you guys. What are your thoughts? Please share your thoughts with me. I want to know. I'm curious.